T junction. Alright? Of course, any other type of junction would be one where the road is not perpendicular on the street. What about the next one? We can also take a look here. This is a crossroads. Huh? This is a crossroads. Cross. Maybe it can also be called intersection. It's when two things intersect, cross over each other. I'm just going to put this in the same line here. Yeah. Okay. So these are crossroads or intersections. So let's listen to the conversation first. Okay, and then understand what they're saying. And then we'll listen again and find the directions to each of these blocks. So speaker 1 is giving directions to block, 2 directions to block, maybe, and block something. All right? We will answer these later, but first I want you to recognize these, some of these words. Not all of them will be said. Just hear them and understand where they come.
Track 10. Speaker 1. Oh, you want the south side of the campus. And where we are now at the dance studio is the north end. The best thing is to take the footpath from here to the road. The labs will be right in front of you when you get there. Then go to the crossroads and turn left and go down to the lecture theatre. Then at the junction, at the end of that road, you'll see a footpath leading to the block. Speaker 2.
We're right next to the admin block, so you see the footpath that goes around the side of the lake? Well, go north along that path and then you see where it divides? Well, you need to take the left fork. You'll see the supermarket on your left. The footpath will join the road, and then if you turn right, the block will be just along there on your left.
Speaker 3. I'm afraid you've come to the wrong place. These are the graphic design workshops. What I suggest is that you take the footpath at the back of the workshops, which leads down to the road that you want. Turn right when you get there and follow that road. Go straight across both junctions and just keep going. You'll see the block on your left. Track.
Okay, lots of information here. So just so you're not shocked, I made you hear, or I let you hear this conversation, or rather these 3 conversations once, just to take note of roundabout, next to, right. Okay, the first speaker talked or said left, so we are pointing. Yeah, this is counterclockwise. All right, so turn left is counterclockwise, always counterclockwise. Right, so that you don't get mixed up while solving the exam. T junction, right, and crossroads. They say crossroad, not intersection. They used the word footpaths a lot. Left fork, I'll explain it in the first in the slide here. Okay, they were talking about here. They're talking about these 2 paths that split from one path. So it's like a fork, right? It's like, I don't know, it's like a fork, one stick that splits to 2. Anyway, let's take a look here at the first direction.
Speaker 1. Oh, you want the south side of the campus. And where we are now at the dance studio is the north end. The best thing is to take the footpath from here to the road. The labs will be right in front of you when you get there. Then go to the crossroads and turn left and go down to the lecture theatre. Then at the junction, at the end of that road, you'll see a footpath leading to the block. Speaker 2.
We're right next to...
Speaker 2.
All right, so let's listen to speaker 1 again, and I'm going to mark the direction piece by piece to find where we end up.
Oh, you want the south side of the campus. And where we are now at the dance studio is the north end. The best thing is to take the footpath from here to the road. The labs will be right in front of you when you get there. Then go to the crossroads and turn left and go down to the lecture theatre. Then at the junction, at the end of that road, you'll see a footpath leading to the block.
Speaker 2.
We're right next to the admin block.
So as you can see, the first one is block A. Right? What about, again, let's mark another path.
So you see the footpath that goes around the side of the lake? Well, go north along that path and then you see where it divides? Well, you need to take the left fork. You'll see the supermarket on your left. The footpath will join the road and then if you turn right, the block will be just along there on your left.
Speaker 3.
Alright, so the first answer, I've got, actually it's A. Block A. The second one is block C. And let's take a look at the third one. Let me just clear all that clutter first. Just a moment. Yeah, lots of things here. Okay, next. And then here, I'm going to circle all of this and delete. Okay, so let's take a look here at the third speaker.
I'm afraid you've come to the wrong place. These are the graphic design workshops. What I suggest is that you take the footpath at the back of the workshops, which leads down to the road that you want. Turn right when you get there and follow that road. Go straight across both junctions and just keep going. You'll see the block on your left.
Track 11.
Alright, so she said go straight across both junctions. She was just referring to junction 1 and junction 2. What about, so she said take a footpath behind the workshops to the road, go straight across both junctions and it's on your left. The answer is B. Alright, so this is, it appeared to be a bit difficult, but in reality it is very easy. Alright, just as long as you put in mind some of the guidelines here. Again, take note of the compass. Take note of the directions outside, alright? Of course, this is a key. These straight lines refer to the footpaths here. Or this small one or the footpath here, alright? Footpath is what you do, or a very small road for people to walk on, okay? And it should prove to be very simple. Very simple. This is a map used in part 2 of the conversation. Of the listening exam, listening test, and please also pay attention that the drawing can be different from a map. It can sometimes be something other than a map, right? But more on that later. Right? Very quickly now, we just want to listen to some of these. These will help you a bit in the writing section, but I'm just giving you a quick heads up, just so you, just a moment, just so you be able to recognize what will go on next. Okay, I want to just move these out of the way, right? The noun is when you're referring to the process itself, right? So there is an increase. There is an increase in something, but when you say the verb here, it is what? It's clear, to increase. Right? And of course the adjective is increasing importance, right? So it's not increasing verb ing, it's, let's say, the economy is of increasing importance. Alright? I'm just writing outside the board now. So the economy is of increasing performance, importance to the nations, something like that. All right. So again, when something heats, okay, to heat something, of course the noun here is heat. Very normal. And the adjective is not heating, it's hot. Okay, it's very clear. What about sun? There is no verb for the sun. Okay, I do not sun your day. Maybe brighten your day, but not. I am not sunning your day. But you can say sunny. All right. There is a very nice expression that is a bit sarcastic. Sarcastic is when you make fun of someone. Oh my God, what made you come to me? My sunny disposition. Sunny. I'm just going to write it in brackets, in parentheses. Disposition. Okay? It's when you have a bright face that attracts people. Right? A sunny disposition. Now let's carry on. To provide, the noun here are provisions. Provisions. Just one provision here without S. Right? Provisions are the items that are provided to the people. All right? And there is no adjective. Representation, right, is when someone stands, shall we say, on behalf of someone else, right? Let's say we have 50 people, right, that want to talk in a council. They will not all come in the council, all right? They have to send just one person to represent. And his name is representative. Type, to typify. Typify is not typify, it's typify. And when you say typical, which is by the way the adjective, typical, something typical is what you usually see when you are expecting something. It's your typical car. It's very normal. It's nothing. There is nothing of significance. It's a very average car. Or your typical Egyptian likes to eat kosher. Who knows, right? Then finally, useful. Please pay attention as much as you can to this one. Useful or useless is an adjective. All right? When something is useful, you can make lots of usage or use. Okay? Use. It's U-S-E, but this is pronounced here, use. Use. What about the verb? I am using something, use. Okay, same spelling, different pronunciation. This one is pronounced with a Z. Alright? Use, right? The use of chemicals is dangerous. Or, I like to use my mobile in certain applications. Or, I like to use certain apps on my mobile. Use. It's a Z. Okay. Okay, we're going at a very good speed now. Let's carry on to this design. Okay, this nice drawing here. It's not disastrous at all. It's not hard. It's not scary, right? I'm just okay. I'm not saying this for just to scare you. Once you get used to solving these types of questions, these drawings should not come as a surprise for you, which is again the importance of this course is to eliminate any type of surprises for you. Once you go into the test, you will know exactly what to expect. One of these is this diagram or diagrams like it. I have also had a diagram of a gas heater. A gas heater. This, it seems like a solar panel that drives or that thinks to an energy exchanger. I don't know. Well, I'm an engineer, so I know exactly what this is. But just in case you are not an engineer, you will find very good or you will see that the English speaker in the test will explain this drawing very well. So before playing, let me just do something. Okay. So let's take a look here at the numbers. Let's not forget again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they will come in this order. All right? This is clear as day. Not clear as day. It's absolutely important that you notice this. It will not come in any order apart from this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The numbers are everywhere. Okay, it's very easy for you to miss one of these numbers if you have not, or if you do not circle the numbers. Be very careful of this, and while preparing, circle the numbers. Good. Let's take a look here at this diagram. We have glass, we have black surface, radiation from the sun. Most of the time they will not say this expression, right? They might say, who knows, solar radiation or solar rays, maybe something like this, okay? So they will definitely not use radiation from the sun. So you need to understand what this phrase means and then think of other types of phrases that might occur. So you will see that this starting from now, okay, you will have to expect paraphrasing. You have to expect something called paraphrasing. Here it is, paraphrasing. All right, it's the key word to all of the IELTS exam. Paraphrasing is when you use a different phrase to deliver the same meaning. Different phrase, same meaning. Oh my God, the exam is very hard. Okay, or dear Lord, the exam is not easy. Not easy is hard. Completely different words, same meaning. All right, without wasting more time, let's carry on to track 11.
Harnessing the sun's energy, that is, using the sun to generate power, can be difficult. But these Have a look at this diagram, which represents solar panels fixed to the roof of a house. It's typical of any system which uses a solar panel to provide hot water. So, how does it work? Well, energy from the sun travels to the earth in the form of radiation. This can be visible radiation, which is another way of saying light. We also receive invisible radiation, which is known as infrared. A lot of this radiation passes through the glass at the front of the solar panel, here on the roof, and hits the surface at the back. This surface is black, because black is good at absorbing radiation, and so the black surface becomes hot. Energy, in the form of heat, is conducted along the back of the solar panel to these copper pipes. Now, these pipes are filled with a liquid which in turn becomes hot. This can be either oil or water, though oil is usually used. The oil expands and rises up the pipe into the energy exchanger, which is located up here in the water tank. Sometimes we have to use a pump as well to help the liquid along. It's a remarkably efficient system when you think about it. Harnessing...
All right, this one was a bit quick, right? I won't lie to you. She started speaking a bit quickly, and it's all right if you have missed some of the answers. All right. First, she didn't say solar rays. She actually said energy from the sun, usually in the form of radiation. Energy from the sun in the form of radiation lands on this. All right. I'm going to type the answers now. Okay. First off, number 1 is, what's that? You don't know? Neither do I. Let's skip this one. Let's take a look at number 2 now. Number 2 is copper pipes. Copper pipes. Oh, by the way, it's solar panel. Okay? It's solar. I was just lying. What about number 2? Number 2 is a copper pipe. Make sure to spell the name of the elements correctly. Copper. Alright? That's 2 P's, not 3 P's. Copper. Copper pipes. Of course, it's showing just one pipe, so use one pipe. Copper pipe. Liquid. Now, since no more than 3 words are to be used, okay, some people could say hot, oil, or water. Alright? But just in case, just write oil because she said usually oil is used. Okay, so you can use both answers, oil or water, or oil. Okay, oil or water. Of course, these are 1, 2, 3 words, so not a problem at all. What about number 4? Energy exchanger, it's in the water tank. You have to write both words. Tank is not good, water is not good. Okay, water, tank. And finally, number 5 is, it was the fastest one, pump. Good. Let's try listening to the conversation again.
Track 11. Harnessing the sun's energy, that is, using the sun to generate power, can be difficult. But these days, increasing use is being made of the energy from the sun, particularly to heat homes and provide hot water. Have a look at this diagram, which represents solar panels fixed to the roof of a house. It's typical of any system which uses a solar panel to provide hot water. So, how does it work? Well, energy from the sun travels to the earth in the form of radiation. This can be visible radiation, which is another way of saying light. We also receive invisible radiation, which is known as infrared. A lot of this radiation passes through the glass at the front of the solar panel, here on the roof, and hits the surface at the back. This surface is black, because black is good at absorbing radiation, and so the black surface becomes hot. Energy, in the form of heat, is conducted along the back of the solar panel to these copper pipes. Now, these pipes are filled with a liquid which in turn becomes hot. This can be either oil or water, though oil is usually used. The oil expands and rises up the pipe into the energy exchanger, which is located up here in the water tank. Sometimes we have to use a pump as well to help the liquid along. It's a remarkably efficient system when you think about it.
So one of the key things here is that while you're writing water tank, pump will also be said. Okay, so make sure you pay attention while you're writing the test. Okay, do not say, okay, she said water tank. Okay, she will not say anything important except after 5 seconds. That was not the case here, right? So make sure to keep your ear open. Okay, keep your ear open. How do you open your ear? Regardless, you keep paying attention to the comprehension here. Okay, while you're solving, and you would do just fine. All right. Well, let's carry on now. Let's carry on. Okay, so this again, this is a part of section 2, the drawing, and typically it can also be followed by another 5 or 4 questions that talk a bit more about this, but not in this exercise. All right. So, on to the more difficult part of the test. We will be talking about section 3 only now, but section 4 honestly is the most difficult part of the test, and yes, let's say that, let's just leave it a bit. Just a moment. So let's talk a bit about section 3 before we begin. Section 3 is a dialogue. Okay? Section 1, let's just recap here, let's just review. Section 1, again, was a dialogue, right, between 2 people, but it was regarding a general topic. Okay? Two people talking about reserving a seat at a seat in a train, or maybe a room in a hotel room. Sometimes it can also be one asking for directions, or someone giving information in police reports. Okay, so most of these are very common examples of section 1, and they are very common in everyday life. So you will understand that the language used in these conversations is everyday language, right? Section 2 is a tour guide, or someone giving information about this water heater, for example, here, right? This is an everyday situation. Sorry. It can also be maybe, let's say, someone who is describing a map of a convention center. He says, yes, the bathrooms are in the back. There are kiosks here, 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 and here. Right? The main entrance here, you are here, and there's someone distributing brochures next to it. Next to it, there is maybe the main information booth here, and you will see that she will tell you and guide you through the map, just as long as you recognize the main entrance, okay, and any labels that might come, including the compass on the top right. Right? What about section 3 now? Before we will tell you that, but after I take a small break. Yeah, speaking in English for a long time can be a bit tiring, even for me. But I would like to thank you very much for this, for your patience and for your time here. Okay, let's carry on. So, so last time, or about 20 minutes ago, we were talking about. Sorry. So we were talking about this the second section and how some drawings on it can be given like this, and what you should expect in the second section of the test. As you have probably known, or as you probably know, the second section includes a drawing and completion or labeling. Let's take a look. Yes, labeling. All right, and as always, pay attention to the question head, and it should not prove to be a problem. By the way, during my break, I was watching some videos online. Because I'm trying to learn German, I've been watching some German videos. I know this is not a part of the test, but since we're in the listening module, it would help to tell you this. Whenever you are in your free time, do your best to listen to as much English as possible. Not only it will help you understand English, it will also help your endurance, okay, which is a key word here, endurance during the test. Okay, you will be forced, or not forced, during the test you will be listening to 30 minutes worth of listening exercises. All right, in addition to my lesson here, I'm talking about for about 90 minutes or an hour and a half, right? And then this session will be an hour more. So it might be tiring for you to listen to 30 minutes or more of listening exercises and listening or the listening module of the test if you have not practiced enough. So you have YouTube, you have a huge source of listening practice, right? Doesn't matter what you listen to, National Geographic, some funny videos, some who knows, all right? Who knows what you can see on YouTube? Just do a little search, and you are sure you are bound to find something that you will like. All right? Let's continue on now, and let's go to the second. Before going to the second slide, let's just review quickly here what we did. All right? Especially this part here. All right? In the part where we choose from or choose more than one answer for more than one question, just make sure to mark the ones that you consider wrong as wrong, so that you're only you only need to look at 5 instead of 7 options, right? And these multiple choice questions are always concerned about the woman wants to study and the afternoon. By the way, the key word here is the woman and wants to study. All right? What about other ones here? Okay, I think this is more or less what we need to talk. Okay, what we need to talk about regarding section 2. Right? Let's carry on to this part, section 3.